My name is Priscilla Kuma. You know that already. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're already here and you've forgotten to subscribe, hit the red button that says subscribe over there. I know you've seen a familiar face. She's been on my channel and she's back again to tell us more. I'm excited to have Marion. She is Kenya RN and the USRN. She is also a YouTuber and she is in the US Air Force. Very exciting. So we're basically going to teach her around USRN Pathway, license, endorsement, life after Nclex, the lessons, the regrets, the advice, basically all you need to know when you move to the US. And I cannot wait to hear all that she has to say. Please head over to her channel, subscribe to her channel so you can get direct info from her. She has a lot of marvelous videos as well. We bring these videos to you to just encourage you and also make you not commit the mistakes we did in the past when we did not have access to information. Have you forgotten? I'm the lead consultant for USRN Pathway Consult. If you're a registered nurse, midwife, or psychiatry nurse who wants to work in USA and you don't know where to start from, trust me, you need an expert to guide you. So go to our website and register and we would attend to you. Marion, welcome back to my channel.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm back today. You've really made the introduction. I really don't think I'm a new face on your channel. So, guys, Mariantina, my name is down there, a fellow YouTuber like Priscilla Kumar. I'm from Kenya and I practice as an international nurse in the USRN, 3 years right now. And I also have a YouTube channel, as mentioned, just to give guidance to my fellow nurses from all over the world, and most importantly, Africa, on this journey, how to prepare, what mistake not to make. So head there, do watch, do subscribe, and do share this information with others because something shared is something learned. Just remember to be willing to share information with others.
So you started your USRN journey through an agency and transferred to another agency and finally made it to the US.
Yes.
Yes, and you had to transfer because the first agency was not meeting your demands.
Correct.
Yes, so the first agency is Passport USA, and then you moved to Interstaff.
That's correct.
You came to America through Interstaff.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when you were doing your credential evaluation and all that, which states did you choose?
So originally, when I started the Nclex program, you have to have your credential evaluated, and my initial state was the state of New Mexico. And actually, I didn't even use CGFNS to do my test report. I used Joseph Sinley because it was fast. And then after that, I did my Nclex, and my primary state was New Mexico.
Okay, so the license was awarded to you from New Mexico Board of Nursing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And fast forward, when you came to the USA, did you go to New Mexico to work?
Not really. I've been stuck in Arizona for the last 3 years. So when Interstaff recruited me, they offered me Pennsylvania to go and work in one of the cold places, and it was a psychiatric unit, so I turned it down. And the second offer was to Arizona in Phoenix, an hospital called Banner Health. So that's where I did my 2.5 term.
Okay. I do get this question a lot. People ask me, I don't want this state. I want to use this state. And then we explain to them several times that the fact that you use a state does not necessarily mean you need to live and work there. So she used New Mexico, but you went to Arizona.
So you can do a credential evaluation with any state. And once you do it, you can do something called endorsement. That means you want, like I was working in Arizona when I came directly from the US. So when I got here, my deployment agent took me to Arizona Board of Nursing and we did endorsement. That means they know you passed Nclex. You don't have to pass Nclex in that state again. They will endorse that license and give you a practicing license to that state. The good thing about it right now is that most states are compact states. That means you have your license, but you can practice in multiple states. But if a state that you're looking forward to work to. Like right now, I want to go to California. I'm trying to endorse my license from Arizona to California. Does it mean that I lose my licensure of Arizona? No. I just keep on renewing it and keeping active. So right now, I have New Mexico, and then I have Arizona, and then California is also a single state. I'm going to endorse in California. They have their requirements. The only thing you do, go to their website, know what requirements do they need for them to endorse your licensure. So I'll give, for example, in California right now, they need all my transcripts from Kenya, where I primarily schooled, and then I got my degree in GCU. So they will need those transcripts just to affirm, like, she did this and it meets their standard. If CGFNS had those documents, it will be so easy for CGFNS to send to them. But my CGFNS document, I think they store them for 5 years, already expired, or my visa screen. So I have to directly go to that school. And then they need a police clearance, which I have to do my fingerprint and send to them. Then they'll review this paper. Then they'll give you this license. So yes, you can do Nclex in any state of your choice, because some states are so easy. Their requirement to doing nursing as an initial test board is so easy compared to other states. For example, some states will require English, some states won't require English. So once you realize this state is so easy to navigate and do my Nclex, just do it. If you get a job to North Dakota and you did your Nclex in Texas, you are registered in Texas, just endorse it to North Dakota if it is a single state. If it's a multi-state and Texas is a multi-state, you don't need to endorse your licensure. I hope that answered that.
Yes, thank you very much for clarifying that. So I've shared a video in the past about compact states. I think the last time I did, it was 29 states that belong to it. I don't know the current number now, but there are some states that are multi-state or compact states, and all this information, they are online. You can go to the NSCBN website, the ones who coordinates the licensure, the Nclex. All the information is on there. The states that are multi-states, the states that are single states. The multi-state is the same as the compact states, and the single states the same as non-compact states. And some states now have also become compact states. I think Pennsylvania was one of the recent ones who just joined them. New York is in legislature and about to also join them, hopefully. So you did move your license from New Mexico to Arizona.
Yes, I did move it because by then New Mexico was not a multi-state. So I had to move it because Arizona is a multi-state, but New Mexico is not a multi-state. So I had to endorse my license to Arizona. And it is so easy because I got my temporary license of Arizona within 48 hours. I was able to practice with it. I think it's for 90 days before your permanent licensure is processed. So it's pretty easy. And again, now says, if you have a question, always ask. Always ask, do your due diligence and look for the information because the information is outside there.
States are many, so it's up to you to go to the state you're working with or the one you intend to work with and go and read the requirements. The requirements are entirely different. She spells out what she has to do to get licensed in California, and it might not be the same for another state. So you always the state boards. Every board has a website. So go to the state's board, choose the state, read about the requirements, and make sure you are reading the requirements for an international nurse as well, because you live outside, you not school here. So your requirements might be different from somebody who's schooled here and is trying to transfer their license as well. So do you want to just highlight a little bit what you did for them transferring from New Mexico to Arizona? Is it too different from what you're doing for the California?
Pretty much the same, because the thing is, with Arizona, they needed a police clearance fingerprint, which we did, and then they needed a visa screen from CGFNS, which was valid back then. And for you to get, of course, they needed an English exam, but once you have a visa screen, it means you did an English test. So those are the only requirements that I believe they needed from us. And we just walked to the nursing We just walked to the nursing board office. And the good thing is they didn't need a social security number. So we only, yes, they didn't need, because by that time I was day one in the US and I didn't have a social security number. So we just walked in and they required the visa screen, they required the police clearance and the application. Yeah. And I think probably some fee which the deployment agent paid. I can't remember that.
Wow. I
Yeah.
know that some states require social security number, some do not require. I also once again shared a video on my channel about the states that require social security number. If you don't live here, you don't have that. So yes, thanks for clarifying that as well. This question has been coming in from all angles. People come in with a choice. I want to live in New York because my brother is there, my mom is there, my sister is there. I'm like, no, just use a state that is easier for your paperwork. Later on,
Sure.
when you come in, you'll be able to move it around. This is
Sure.
exactly what travel nurses do. I have a friend who's a travel nurse who has license to all the 50 states. She can practice in any of the states that she wants because she did all the license endorsements and all. So if your Joseph Sinley credential evaluation report was still valid, that means you wouldn't have to go back to Kenya and get your transcript. You mentioned that you had to go and get all that for them.
Yeah, so if not the Joseph Finley, if my visa screen was still valid, that means, the CGFNS had my papers and they were still, how do we say, they were still stored because your visa screen is only valid for 5 years. Once 5 years is done, it becomes expired. And if you don't store your documents with CGFNS, you now have to send them manually. But if you store, that is the goodness that if you store your credentials or your certificate with CGFNS, now they can send it to the board. So you just request them, you pay a certain amount of fee. I want to believe, I'm not sure if there's fee or not, but I know there's fee for storage. So once they store it for you and you need to use it, they will just send those papers to the board of nursing where you are. But mine expired. I didn't store anything, so I had to go through the long route.
Okay.
Hmm.
So talking about storage, I personally stored my documents with CGFNS. I paid the extra. I cannot remember it was $110, and they
Mhm.
keep changing their prices. So I stored it, and hopefully it's still there by now. So you've mentioned two credential evaluation companies, the two
Yes.
major. You've mentioned Joseph Sinley. You've mentioned CGFNS. Do you want to clarify why you are dealing with the two?
Yes, I would like to clarify that. So, for you to become an RN in the United States of America, in New York, in UK, or Ireland, you have to go something called credential evaluation. Mostly, CGFNS is the preferred credential evaluation body. But when you go to a specific nursing state board on their website, they will tell you which agencies or which institutions they allow to evaluate your credential. Honestly, CGFNS can take some time, but these other institutions take a few weeks or a few months. So, like Joseph Sinley, compared to CGFNS by that time, it was easy for me or for my agent to use Joseph Sinley to just do the credential evaluation and pave way for me to do the Nclex exam. So once you do the Nclex exam, send my papers so that they can process for me a visa screen. And there is nowhere any nurse will come to the United States without a visa screen because it is one of the required documents when you're going for your embassy interview. So you can use any other institution to do your credential evaluation and do your nursing exam. Fellow nurses, nursing in America is so rewarding. Yes, it has its challenges. We can't deny that. It has its challenges, but it is so rewarding. If you think about it, take action. Don't stop. Take action. Even if you don't have a dollar in your account, take action because there are agencies outside here that are going to prepare you for your NCLEX, are going to help you with your immigration process, are going to help you with your transition process. And it's not a process that is going to occur within 6 months, within 1 year. It's a process that is going to take some time, and you don't need a lump sum of money to start it. Just start. That is the only thing I'll leave, because I find so many nurses asking me why, like they're asking me, oh, I heard about this 2 years ago, but I didn't start. I'm like, why?
Oh,
Right? So that is the only thing. If you're interested, do it. For those who are not interested, it is not your business discouraging others. You are not here. So stop discouraging others. Everybody has a choice in life. Just always learn to support each other
mhm.
despite the decisions they make. Whether they marry with your decisions or not, just let's support each other and let's share information within us others. Let's not be nurses who eat nurses, rather be nurses that uplift each other. So that's it for today from
Wow.
me.
Thank you very much, guys. You have heard it from Marion. She said, "Let's not eat each other, push each other, support each other. Let's women supporting women, men supporting women, career supporting career. Let's support each other." So, America is a land of many opportunities. You've heard this before a zillion times. Marion over here has not just one career, or she has two. She's a nurse and she's in the army. So she's
And
in
I'm
the
on
nurse.
YouTube.
And yes, she's the nurse, she's in the Air Force, and she's on YouTube. We come here and we find our voice. Many of us are talented, but we come from an environment that is not enabling. But we come here and we read the environment is so enabling. You discover the hidden skills and talents that you have. I, for one, did not know that I could sit and talk in front of a camera, but here I am doing it seamlessly without even looking at any script. So
Yep.
hands. Take the opportunity, come here and grow yourself, build your career, bring your family. Let them also experience this life. So this is all we have for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you have any topic you want to share with us, if you are an international nurse living in USA, wants to discuss your journey or anything new, come and let me host you on this channel. As I said, registered nurses, midwives, and psychiatric nurses who want to work in USA. If you have a diploma, if you have a bachelor's, which is first degree, come enroll with UPC. You self-sponsored, you get access to direct hire jobs and so many fantastic stuff that you do not know about. Thank you very much, Mariam, for your time, and I will see you in my next video. I'm definitely gonna bring you back, and I'm definitely gonna be on your channel too. Thank you for your
Yes.
time.
We are just started.
I know. Love talking to you. Bye bye.
Bye.